What's up guys, Matt back with another video, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Halo Universe Series 1 blind bags. As a lot of you know, Halo Universe is a new line that's come out with Mega Construx, where they will be focusing more on the Halo 2 and Halo 2, what am I talking about? They're going to be focusing on all the games, pretty much, and Infinite as well. For the past 2 years or so, maybe even 3 years, I guess, as they have been doing pretty much exclusively Halo Infinite sets. So I think that now that they're opening this line, they're going to be able to do a lot more unique things, and we've already seen that with some new awesome sets, the Series 14 Heroes, and now the Series 1 blind bags, and I'm just really excited for this series, so I thought I'd do a review of it. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Comment below what your favorite figure is, and like and subscribe, and I'll just get right into it. Alright guys, so let's start out with one of the most anticipated figures in this series. I know there's one more, but this is the Halo 2 Marine. I honestly see why the hype was so much. It honestly was even better than I expected. It has these really cool pouch details right there, which I really couldn't have even asked for. I was surprised they had that, but they're really awesome. The small color distinguishing between parts of the armor actually look really nice. I don't know if they meant to do that or just the color of the plastics was just kind of different for each part, but it just turned out really, really nice, and it honestly surprised me. The only thing that I think is it's not even bad about this figure, but I think he looks kind of goofy. That goatee look is just, it's very distinct. But then again, that's not really criticism. I think he looks pretty good. I like that they have a goatee mold now. So yeah, I think that he's a really great figure. The glove color looks nice. Now that I'm looking at it a little more, you can see it probably was purposeful. And this piece, unlike the last Halo 2 Marine, is removable. So if you want to, customize your Halo Infinite Spartans or change their heads or whatever, you definitely can. And I definitely recommend it because I have already had, now some of my Infinite Marines actually have goatees. So they're looking pretty fresh. Yeah. So, also he came with a rocket launcher, nothing really special about it, but yeah, he's a decent figure. Next is one of the most, I don't know how I feel about this figure. So part of me is like, I love this mold. This is one of their best elite molds. It has this really interesting helmet with these two little back spikes. It's not too crazy or anything like that, but he looks good. I also like the color distinctions in this mold. Usually they do a silver color, but this time they used more of a tan. This mold was first seen, at least by me, in the Halo Wars Banshee, the first one, or Halo Wars 2 Banshee. The Banished Banshee, I guess is a more accurate name. But he looks really good still. This mold still looks good. But I just wish they went with a different color. Not that yellow is terrible. I'm sure that they have to have bright colors for the marketing of all the figures. But it just could have been better to me. Maybe a black and gray would have been cool. Even black and this color would have been cool. Or silver. Just something a little different. But honestly, he's a great figure. I like that they went with the black elite mold. I think that it looks a little better than the tan one. But yeah, I'd say he's a pretty good figure, even though he might be my least favorite in this series. Alright, now we're going to move on to one that is not controversial. I guess it's just kind of a middle of the road figure. Oh no, I dropped them. And that is the Grunt. He comes with a Needler, not really anything special. I mean, everyone who has been collecting for a while probably has like 100 Needlers. I don't know if I'm ever going to get him on. Yeah, there he is. And he looks great in a lot of ways. I mean, he's supposed to be a Grunt Ultra, which he's not really because he doesn't have a different head sculpt. Now, when I think of Grunt Ultra, I think it has to have a helmet. And but this guy is just a white Grunt. And I guess you could say he does look distinct enough compared to other Grunts that you could be like, oh, well, he could be a leader of these other Grunts. But yeah, he's pretty nice. That white color looks great. The contrast is really great on the sides between the gray and the white. I could even see myself changing out the white mold, the white color for another mold, maybe another headpiece, something like that. Hopefully they make a real Grunt Ultra soon, but for now, I actually really like this figure, so I have no complaints at the moment. Yeah, he's a good figure. Alright, next we're going to go with a figure that surprised me by how much I like it. and that is the Halo CE or Mark 5, Mark 5 or Mark 3. I'm not Mark 4. It could be. I'm sorry. I don't know exactly what armor type he is. I like the Halo lore, but I don't know every armor piece like that. But this figure is just beautiful. I don't think the camera does it justice, honestly. It just, the blue that they use is so nice. It looks so distinct. It doesn't look too toyish, and it also contrasts with the gray pieces really well. And then the best part, in my opinion, is the gray visor, and they started doing that. There was one in the Series 14 Heroes that did that, so I'm a big fan of it. Mine came with a small scuff mark on the head. It's not really too noticeable, but my OCD is probably going to make me buy another one of these just so I have one that is not scuffed. Yeah, I'm weak, I know. But yeah, it's a really nice armor. He looks very Halo CE. When you see him, you can almost see pretty much like red versus blue from Halo CE. I'm a very big fan of this figure. It kind of surprised me. Alright, and now we're going to move on to a figure that is a little more modern. And it is the Spartan Zvezda. It's a Spartan that has a name, a Zvezda, something like that. This figure is decent. I kind of have a weird feeling about translucents. I liked when translucents were chase figures because you were like, oh my gosh, I found a translucent. It was exciting, and I kind of collected them. But then they moved them away from being rare or special things to where they're on the packaging and they're easy to get. I mean, there's several per box, so it's not really, doesn't feel that special. I guess you can use them as holograms, and I might do that, but you really only need one for that. So again, it's okay. This is a nice mold though. The head mold, the armor mold is just like looks good. It has this little, the eye slit is very small. You can see it right there. It's golden in this figure, but I'm actually pretty excited for this mold to come out in a fully colored, fully opaque Spartan. Maybe black or gray. I guess those colors are pretty nice, or even red. I'd be excited for anything. I like these thick shoulder pieces. And then another thing that's really special about this figure is the commando rifle. I wish that it would have come with a different figure because I don't really want to army build these because you can't use them in dioramas because they're translucent figures. But a commando rifle looks nice. It holds nice. I mean, I've definitely got to get some more of these some way when they start releasing them a little bit more frequently, I guess. But yeah, he's a decent figure. Not really my favorite, but not bad at all. Alright, and now is going to be the most anticipated figure. I'm sure that the domain, Simon, has gone on about them a lot, but I'm here for more. This figure is great. Mega went so far out of their way to do it, and they did so many little things that they didn't even have to do. There's only one small problem with this, in my opinion. First off, there's the red plasma rifle, which I really like. That's what they used in Halo 2, and I think it was a nice touch. They didn't really have to do that. They could have just gone with the purple one, but they didn't. The next, the negative, I'm just going to go ahead and get it out of the way, is you cannot take off this little helmet, and it's not really that big of a deal. Like, when it really comes down to it, it's just not a big deal. But here's the great things they did. They made, you see his little scarf-looking thing that he's wearing on his neck? That is a piece you can remove. So you can have a Spartan wearing it, you can have other brutes wearing it, you can have whatever you want wearing it, and it's just an awesome piece, especially if they start releasing this color more. I could see myself adding this to a Marine or a Spartan or something else just because it looks so cool. Maybe as a signal that it's killed a brute, right? And then these shoulder pieces, I love these shoulder pieces, but the color they chose for this brute is absolutely perfect. I thought it was just going to be some matte bluish color, but it actually is super nice. It stands out next to everything else. I love it. It's surprised me how much I like it. The little boots, they look really nice. It just is it honors the Halo 2 style very well. Also, you see that little belt piece that came with Tartarus? That is not it's not attached to his body. You can take it off. Again, it's something you can add to another figure. So I just think it's awesome. I think they absolutely nailed this figure. Although I will always complain about the size of the brutes because they are way too small. The Halo 2 Marine is bigger than this guy. So that's kind of a problem. If they released this exact same figure And I promise this, Mega, if you release this exact same figure in an actual accurate scaling to the rest of your Mega Construx line, I will buy 20 of them. And you have my word on that. Yeah, that's true, but it's a little goofy, and I doubt it'll happen. But that's been one disappointing thing with all the Halo Infinite Brutes, is they have done amazing with the look, the helmets, the armor pieces. They're so close to having an amazing Brute selection. They just sized them up a little bit. But I'm sorry, I've gone on way too long about that. That's for another time. Anyway, yeah, I think this is awesome. So, and here's the packaging. I don't know if I went over that. It looks really nice. It's really distinct compared to the rest of the packaging. The other Infinite series or the Infinite series that we've been getting have a yellow packaging, and this, like, when you see it in stores, you're like, that's Halo Universe. You get really excited to see it, but I just love it. I think that they nailed this series, and I am hyped for what they come up with next. I'm actually going to be doing a predictions video soon, and so hopefully we get a little more right. I can't wait. I want to say just my favorite figure. I think I made it pretty obvious. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm about to say this. Is the Halo 2 Brute is my favorite figure in this series. I cannot believe it. My least favorite figure is the Spartan something. I'm not going to say it again because I'm sure that I've messed it up, and I'm sure there's someone angry at me. And a figure that surprised me was this figure, the Halo CE Spartan. Yeah. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. You guys are awesome. Please like and subscribe, and tell me what your favorite and least favorite figure in this are. And I'll see you I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Bye. What's up, guys? Mega back with another video, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Halo Universe Series 1 blind bags. As a lot of you know, Halo Universe is a new line that's come out with Mega Construx, where they will be focusing more on the Halo 2 and Halo 2, what am I talking about? They're going to be focusing on all the games, pretty much, and Infinite as well. For the past 2 years or so, maybe even 3 years, I guess, as they have been doing pretty much exclusively Halo Infinite sets. So I think that now that they're opening this line, they're going to be able to do a lot more unique things, and we've already seen that with some new awesome sets, the Series 14 Heroes, and now the Series 1 blind bags, and I'm just really excited for this series, so I thought I'd do a review of it. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Comment below what your favorite figure is, and like and subscribe, and I'll just get right into it.